Prepare for a whirlwind of excitement as Mercedes ignites a roaring comeback in the Formula One Championship. With a game-changing upgrade at the Monaco GP, the team's rejuvenation is evident, leaving fans hungry for more. The season's early chapters seemed bleak for Mercedes as they stubbornly clung to their zero-pod concept. However, they swiftly acknowledged their misstep and embarked on a relentless quest for a new concept and subsequent upgrades. Now, on the cusp of a major breakthrough, Mercedes is gearing up to unleash another monumental upgrade, drawing them tantalizingly closer to their fierce rivals Red Bull. But amidst the high stakes, a lingering question arises. How will Mercedes dodge the clutches of the cost cap, avoiding the penalties that befell Red Bull last year? Well, Toto Wolff seems to know, and he hasn't been shy to share it with us as well. Exceeding the budget cap in Formula One has been a significant topic, especially after Red Bull faced penalties for surpassing the agreed limit in 2021. Mercedes had a disappointing start to the 2023 season as their new car design, the W14, didn't deliver the expected results despite a promising end to the previous year. The team made changes to improve their performance in the Monaco race, but concerns arose about the impact on their budget cap. However, team principal Toto Wolff remains unconcerned about the financial implications. He explained that they have established a large financial department consisting of 46 people who closely monitor the cost cap. They carefully track their spending trends throughout the year and allocate resources to different projects. Wolff reassured that they have stayed below the budget cap throughout last year and will continue to do so this year. He mentioned that they've accounted for normal development expenses for the next year and that their financial situation remains on track. In simpler terms, Mercedes has a dedicated team overseeing their spending to comply with the budget cap, and they've managed to stay within the limit while still pursuing their development plans. According to Wolff, Mercedes is continuously acquiring knowledge about its current car, the W14. He mentioned that although there will be significant design changes for the 2024 season, the team is primarily using simulation rather than physically building specific parts. Wolff explained, "The positive aspect is that we're constantly learning about the car's behavior. We are planning some fundamental design changes for next year, but they don't involve physically constructing new components. Instead, we focus on simulating and understanding different scenarios. However, this aspect is not measured in terms of money." In simpler terms, Mercedes is constantly gathering insights about their current car's performance. While they anticipate making significant design changes for next year, they are primarily using computer simulations to explore various possibilities rather than investing money in physical modifications. Mercedes' technical chief James Allison revealed that despite facing challenges and a period of relative struggle in Formula One, the pursuit of catching up to Red Bull is actually quite thrilling. Since the introduction of new regulations in 2022, Red Bull has emerged as the dominant force in the sport, with Max Verstappen in a strong position to secure his third consecutive World Drivers' Championship this season. Mercedes faced difficulties with their 2022 car, but they've been diligently working their way back into contention. The introduction of a new concept for their 2023 car has brought renewed hope that they have turned the corner. While Mercedes' recent setbacks have been described as painful and humbling by team principal Toto Wolff, James Allison shares a different perspective. He acknowledges that the pursuit of catching up to Red Bull can also be exhilarating, especially when approached with an adjusted mindset. "We can't help but feel a bit disappointed when we're not competitive, especially when we see Red Bull winning all the time. However, this feeling is balanced by a thrill of fighting back and constantly improving our car," Allison explained. He emphasized that Red Bull's position at the top is not a given right, but a result of their hard work and merit. If Mercedes can match or surpass their performance, they can reclaim the place at the forefront, which is actually quite enjoyable. Once the team embraces this mindset, it becomes an exhilarating prospect. Everyone is fully committed to turning this into a reality and making significant progress. Mercedes received a boost in morale after securing a double podium in the Spanish Grand Prix, which showcased the positive impacts of their new floor, sidepod and suspension designs. This progress has provided them with a stronger foundation to challenge Red Bull. Hamilton's recent podium finish in the Canadian Grand Prix, following an intense battle with Fernando Alonso, further contributed to the team's excitement. When asked if Hamilton shares Allison's enthusiasm for the fight back, Allison expressed his belief that both drivers, like the rest of the team, are invigorated by the sense of momentum shifting in their favor. The prospect of overtaking opponents and experiencing the thrill firsthand uplifts their spirits. However, Allison acknowledged that when the drivers stand on the podium and reflect on not being on the top step, it might temper their enthusiasm to some extent. The team has shown notable improvement in recent races, starting with changes made to the W14 car during the Monaco Grand Prix weekend. This progress continued with a double podium finish in Spain, followed by Lewis Hamilton securing another top 3 finish in Canada. The team's confidence is evident, and according to an anonymous engineer quoted by Automotor und Sport in Germany, they believe that they are just one upgrade away from securing a victory. Team principal Toto Wolff confirmed the upgrade plans, mentioning a substantial upgrade for the upcoming Silverstone race and a smaller one to follow. This indicates that Mercedes is determined to maintain its upward trajectory and challenge for race wins in the near future. After implementing their upgrades, Mercedes showcased improved performance during the Canadian Grand Prix, exceeding their own expectations. Chief Technical Officer Mike Elliott expressed satisfaction with the team's ability to carry forward the enhanced performance from the previous race in Spain. Mercedes initially believed that their car, the W14, was well suited to the Barcelona circuit and performed exceptionally there. However, their positive race in Montreal was an encouraging sign for their future performances. Elliott stated in Mercedes' post-race debrief that the upgrade had delivered the anticipated results, propelling the car forward and making them gradually more competitive. Although they anticipated a more challenging weekend in Canada due to the circuit's characteristics of low-speed corners and straights, Mercedes managed to finish 4th and 5th positions in qualifying, despite being outperformed by Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton's 3rd-place finish and George Russell's strong performance before his unfortunate crash were seen as positive outcomes for the team. Mercedes aims to carry this momentum into the upcoming races, building upon their progress and aiming for continued success. While other teams are introducing upgrades, Red Bull may also have a significant upgrade up their sleeve, although they haven't felt the need to implement it yet. In the past, Mercedes dominated Formula 1 for 8 years, mainly because they had the best engine during that period. Red Bull, on the other hand, struggled to catch up due to a flawed token system that hindered their progress. Historically, Red Bull has excelled at developing their cars during the season. However, it appears that the tide has turned now. Red Bull is not standing idle, they are actively working on their car. Mercedes may believe they are just one upgrade away based on the assessment of Red Bull's current performance. However, Red Bull has yet to make any significant upgrades, possibly because they believe their current concept is strong enough. Moreover, Red Bull has publicly announced that they have shifted their focus to the 2024 car. It's possible for teams like Mercedes, Ferrari and Aston Martin to catch up to Red Bull's performance this year. However, they may find themselves at a disadvantage at the beginning of next year, as Red Bull has a head start with its early focus on 2024's car. Lewis Hamilton's current contract with Mercedes is set to end at the conclusion of the Formula 1 season, and negotiations for a new contract have hit a roadblock. It's understood that the 7-time champion desires to continue with the Mercedes team, but they're facing challenges in finalizing the details. Toto Wolff, the head of Mercedes, has expressed his desire for Hamilton to remain with the team and has hinted at an imminent announcement. However, no such announcement has been made, and according to the media, there are differing opinions on the terms of the new contract. Hamilton's current contract includes a salary of £27.5 million per year, along with a £15 million bonus for winning the championship. The 38-year-old is seeking a new long-term agreement that guarantees the bonus as part of his regular income. This request stems from the fact that Mercedes is currently trailing behind their rivals, Red Bull, and Hamilton believes his chances of surpassing Max Verstappen are slim. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.